I read this beautiful quote saying summer sun reminds that change can be warm, can be wild, and can be wonderfully freeing. That means it is the perfect time for a glow up. Because this is the season for change, for renewal, and it will just set the tone right for the rest of the year. And the thing is, when it's dark and gloomy outside, you rarely want to do anything. And then if you're inviting change during that time, it just is going to be double hard. Whereas summer marks a good start, a fresh start, a renewal of the season. Nature is in full bloom, it's light outside, it's bright outside, the days are longer, and subconsciously your mind is ready to accept change. So in this video, we are going to be discussing the ultimate summer glow up guide for your mind, body, and soul. So let's start with number one, the mental glow up. Because the truth is, we cannot really focus on the physical glow up unless we talk about the brain, the mental glow up. Because how you feel on the outside has a lot to do with how you feel on the inside. So let's start by shifting our mindset from a fixed one to an abundant, to a positive, to a growth mindset, and refrain our own selves from feeding that negativity to our brain about our capabilities, about the limiting belief we hold about ourselves. In this glow up, we are not going to focus on I can't. Instead, the focus will always be I am trying to. That is what I mean when I say shifting your perspective and your mindset. Read books, any books that expand your thinking. It doesn't have to be one particular genre. You could be reading fiction, you could be reading documentaries, could be reading self-help, does not matter. Reading just brings you into this mindset of growth and learning and makes you really creative. And of course, it's a better hobby than doom scrolling. In this category, we should also focus on journaling and gratitude. It is one of the most important things in this category if done with the right intention. Because journaling will help you understand your own self, your own emotions better. And gratitude will just make you a little more thankful about everything you have, instead of complaining, instead of fixed on things that are not happening the way you want, instead of focusing on things that are not in your control. You will actually start looking for things that really make your life better. You need to build routines, you need to stick to routines. You can make them really nice and breezy, but stick to your routines. You also need to start facing your fears, which means you don't have to straight away do something huge, but little by little, baby steps, you need to start going out and facing your fears. Things you think you can't do, maybe it's time to do a tiny bit of that. Clean your digital life, your digital diary. Unclutter it. Go through the pages that you follow, the accounts that you follow, the people that you follow, and see what aligns with you, what doesn't align with you, what is a trigger for you, what makes you feel emotionally tired. And all these pages, all these people, all these accounts, mute, block, unfollow, whatever. If they're not serving you, you don't need those accounts. Because what you follow influences you, and subconsciously you're feeding all of that to your brain, and your brain is accepting all of that, whereas you don't really want that, do you? Protect your energy. Set clearer and stronger boundaries with people. You should not let anyone, including yourself, walk over those boundaries. The truth is, bad days cannot be ignored, they cannot be avoided, so you should have an action plan in case of a bad day. What are the things that you can do to come out of that rut? What are the things that can make you start feeling better immediately? So you should have a list of 10-15 things that you can do on a day where maybe you're not feeling your best, and those things can really help you kind of come out of that slump. And finally, you can do this cool thing where you can write a letter to your current self from your end of the summer self to see what has changed. So imagine your future self is writing to your current self, the end of summer, so 3 months down the line self is writing to your current self, telling you the things that have changed over the summer. This will also help you reflect, and you will know things that you really want to change, and you can start actioning on them. Let's move on to number 2, the physical glow up. Let's start with the very basic, sleep. You need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. It can be 7 hours, it can be 8, 9, 7.5, don't care, doesn't matter, but you need to sleep good amounts for you to feel fresh. And you can do this by sleeping at the same time and waking up at the same time. And not staying up for that one extra episode, and also not staying in the bed for extra 10 minutes. Sleep is very important, but having a good routine is also very important, as we have discussed in the previous point. Number 2 is nutritious meals. It doesn't only correspond to how you look, but what you eat actually reflects on your hair, on your skin. So eating good food, eating whole foods is very good for you. So you won't have energy crashes, you won't have glucose spikes, you won't feel hungry at random hours in the day if you are eating whole foods instead of processed food. And whilst it's good to have a target weight in mind you can work towards, it could be more than what you weigh right now, it could be less than what you weigh right now, but remember, weight is not an indicator of your overall health. Which links beautifully to movement. Get movement in every single day, non-negotiable. Go for a walk, go for a run, go for a swim. There's just so many things you can do in summer outside. You don't even have to join a gym, just so many things. Pick and choose. You don't have to stick to one thing. One week you could be running, one week you could be walking, one week you could be jogging, anything. But get some movement in. Hydration by water, not through fizzy drinks, not by alcohol, but by drinking loads of water. Dress in whatever you want. You don't have to wear what the trend is, you don't have to wear what everyone else is wearing. Whatever you feel confident in, whatever you feel comfortable in, invest in those clothes and curate a closet that you're going to be wearing for a long time instead of small seasons. Grooming, keep yourself clean, tidy, hygienic, all the basic stuff. Clean nails, clean hair, maybe you can use a nice perfume, you can use a hair perfume, anything. Just nice and clean, because it's summer, you're going to sweat, so keeping your hygiene is very important. You don't have to do makeup if you don't want to, but keep your skin hydrated instead of keeping it as a Sahara Desert. Create a self-care day once a week. Can be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or just a self-care morning, evening, does not matter where you do. Face mask, dry brushing, everything, shower, shaving, whatever you like, just curate something together. That can be your me time, but also treat it as something you're doing for your own self, as a part of self-love and not as a punishment. Number 3, soul glow up. This glow up will help you to connect with your own self and will also help you be in charge of your own emotions and your feelings. Create a slow morning routine, doing things that you really enjoy and love doing. Do breath work or any sort of meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be you sitting eyes closed focusing on your inner self. Could be coloring, painting, anything where your focus is completely centered, where you can practice stillness. Do creative tasks like painting, coloring, pottery, so many things, so many creative things you can do that really feed your soul with joy. Spend alone time, tap into your feelings, maybe watch a sunrise, maybe watch a sunset, to again practice stillness and to connect with your own self on a deeper level. A good way to track your progress is by keeping aside 30 minutes every week and asking yourself this one question: what has shifted in me this week? And ask the whys 5 times. You really need to go to the bottom of this. Good, bad, whatever has helped you this week, whatever has caused you a bit discomfort, you need to get to the bottom of this, and the best way to do it is by asking 5 whys. And remember, it's summertime, so it's time to connect with your friends, go out. You can go out later in the evening as well because it's bright and nice. You can do so many outdoor activities. You can go for hiking, cycling, so many things. You can go attend events, classes. Have fun. It is summer end of the day. This brings me to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to smash a big thumbs up. Comment down below which one was your favorite advice and the things that you're already currently doing. If you'd like to stick around, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I shall see you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.